Today we are going to discuss about the last few topics in the 7th unit, that is regarding some of the major industries in India, and also we are discussing that in world context as well. So today what we are discussing is about the iron and steel industry. So iron and steel industry is considered as the backbone of most of the countries, because through which we are developing industries for machines in industries, for machines in automobiles, for construction, for multi-purpose uses this iron and steel have. So regarding the economic development of a country, the stability of iron and the steel industry plays a vital role. So what we are going to discuss is how this iron and steel industry is developed in India, what is the current situation, how much growth we have achieved throughout, and what are the major iron and steel industries in India and where they are located. Also, we will discuss about the major iron and steel industries of the world. So when we say about the iron and steel industry, as I said, it is considered as the basic industry, because most of the industries, जो भी industries हम बोलेगा, अभी automobile industry बोलेगा, नहीं है तो tool industry बोलेगा, machinery industries बोलेगा, जो भी industries हो, they are depending on this iron and steel industry for their raw materials. raw material के लिए ये जो iron and steel industry को वो लोग depend करना ही है. So when there is an iron and steel industry at a particular place, many industries will group or come near to this iron and steel industry for getting the raw material. That is why it is known as the basic industry. It is considered as medium level, light level, but in general, we are considering it as heavy industry. We are grouping it under heavy industry के नीचे we are considering iron and steel industry. Steel is required for engineering के लिए चाहिए, engineering व जो भी हो, house construction, मार्केट ये बड़ा बड़ा बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन हो, जो भी हो, कमर्शियल एरिया हो, जो भी कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है, स्टील इज रिक्वायर्ड. Then automobile industries and other construction of dams, construction of check dams, ये सब जो भी स्ट्रक्चर बनाना है, we need this steel. Then automobile industries के लिए we need it. So many areas we are using this iron and steel. A country's development is directly proportional to the development of iron and steel industry. ऐसा है. If we are stable in iron and steel production, that means we have a basic industry which can support other industries. So it is directly proportional to the growth of a country. Iron and steel industry is heavy because it is considered, as I said, it can be added to medium light, but usually it is considered heavy industry. Why it is so? Because the raw material or the iron ore is heavy, and the output which is being derived, which is being getting from the industry is much heavier. So it is considered as heavy industries. Input and output both are heavy. So it needs high transportation cost. That is why it is known as heavy industry. So how this is being generating this steel. So we know from iron ore we extract iron. So iron to be converted to steel, either in the form of iron or in the form of steel, we are using this. So first step is to transport the raw materials to the plant. There will be a plant. There will be a plant at particular place, and there will be a iron ore region. वो जहाँ से mine करेगा iron ore को. उधर से we will transport that to the plant, where we can convert this iron ore to iron and to its different format. So in plant we use blast furnace. So what is happening there? We will melt the iron ore and we will use limestone will be added to it, and we will remove the slags, we will remove the dirt from it. And for melting this, we use coke. Coke is pure one of the form of coal है, which will give maximum heat. बनाने के लिए जो use करता है वो coal है. वो coal use करके we will burn the iron ore and we will remove the slags from it and make maximum purity to this iron. And this molten iron, which is being burned using coke, is poured into molds and it is known as the pig iron. So pig iron ऐसा है जो extract किया है iron ore से, that is the pig iron. Again, this pig iron will be rolled, pressurized करेगा, then cast करेगा and forging करेगा, press करेगा, क्या करेगा इसका तो different shape में convert करेगा. कि कुछ तो ऐसा है कि आयरन शीट्स होगा, आयरन रोड होगा, ऐसे मल्टीपल शेप में इसको तो कन्वर्ट करेगा बेस्ड ऑन द कन्वीनियंस एंड द रिक्वायरमेंट्स. एंड फाइनली ये जो पिग आयरन है वी विल कन्वर्ट दैट टू स्टील. दैट इज द अलॉय. पिग आयरन इज क्या करेगा, फर्दर प्यूरिफाइड एंड ऑक्सीडाइज्ड by removing the impurities. Impurities को remove करेगा, इसको oxidize करेगा and purify करेगा with the help of manganese, nickel and chromium. So for converting iron ore to steel, we need limestone, we need manganese, we need nickel, we need chromium. ये सब add करके we can convert the iron ore to this steel. So this is how the steel is manufactured from raw material or raw iron ore to steel. Between that we have another format, that is pig iron. That is one of the purified form of iron है, where using limestone we will remove the slags, we will remove the impurities. So ये जो प्लान है, so ऐसा है, एक जगह पे एक प्लान होगा, दूसरे जगह पे रॉ मटेरियल होगा. तो कैसे ये इसको तो लेके आ जाएगा, एंड हाउ इट इज बीन प्रोसेस्ड ये तो बोल दिया है. बट फॉर मेकिंग दिस प्लांट, ये जो प्लांट कहाँ पे करना है, ये जो इंडस्ट्री कहाँ पे बनाना है, for fixing this we have to consider many factors. That is called the location factors. So favorability in the location, वो क्या क्या चीज होनी चाहिए. Of course this is a heavy metal industry है, so it need raw material, it need a plant, it need a market. तो हेवी मेटल है तो रॉ मटेरियल हेवी होगा, उसको तो लेके we want to take that and we want to put that to the plant. So location of the plant or the industry is mainly controlled by the availability of raw material. अभी देखो मेरा एक इंडस्ट्री है, आयरन इंडस्ट्री है, आयरन एंड स्टील इंडस्ट्री है मेरे पास, दैट इज इन गुवाहाटी, एंड आई हैव द रॉ मटेरियल इन ओडिशा और छत्तीसगढ़ में है. सो आई वांट टू ब्रिंग दिस हेवी लोड, हेवी आयरन लोड को लेके उठा के आई वांट टू ब्रिंग दैट टू गुवाहाटी. उतना दूर लेके आना है. सो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट बिकॉज इट इज वेरी हैवी. ये लेके जाना बहुत मुश्किल है. So if I am getting the raw material from Odisha or Chhattisgarh or West Bengal, anywhere, I will prefer my location of industry near to that area itself. नहीं तो मेरा transportation cost उतना ज्यादा हो जाएगा. Second one, तो लेके आने के लिए I have decided to put my industry near to the raw material. दूसरा चीज है आई वांट टू मार्केट इट. ये लेके कहीं पे जाना है, बना दिया स्टील तो ये स्टील कहीं पे बेचना है. ऑफ कोर्स इफ वी आर मेकिंग ए प्लांट iron and steel industry at a particular place, those industries which are depending this iron and steel industry will of course come near to this basic industry. इसके सामने ही आ जाएगा because otherwise their transportation cost will increase. तो वो automatically आ जाएगा. So second one is the market. हमको देखना है मेरे लिए ये सामने वाला एक माइंड से ये निकाल के ये जो बनाता है आयरन एंड स्टील, क्या is it possible for me to market it? ये मार्केट कर सकता है, वो सामने ही होनी चाहिए. So the second one is the location of market. If it is nearby, so we can again reduce the transportation cost. Third one, of course, one is the location of raw materials, second one location of the market. So third one is the transportation cost itself. It should be optimum. There are three things. One is raw material कहाँ से मिलेगा, location of the raw material. Second one is location of the plant. Third one, location of the market. If the raw material and the plant or the industry is near and the market is very far, so it is not optimum. Transportation cost फिर भी ज्यादा है. ये दोनों सामने करने के फायदा नहीं है. If the raw material is away and the market and the industry is near, then also the transportation cost will be high. So the distance between the raw material, the plant and the market should be optimum. That means the transportation cost which should be bear. We should be bear करने के लिए that should be optimum होनी चाहिए. Then the technological advantages. That depends upon the plant. ये जो माइन करने के लिए, if it is economical, whether it is economical, so I need to add some technology to it. यहाँ से लेके दूसरे जगह पे जाना है, so the vehicle, तो उसका तो टेक्नोलॉजी अच्छा होनी चाहिए. It should carry heavy load, वो लोड लेने के लिए. तीसरा है प्लांट के अंदर जो ब्लास्ट फर्नेस जो यूज करेगा, नहीं तो जो मिशनरीज यूज करेगा, उसका टेक्नोलॉजी तो ज्यादा एडवांस होनी चाहिए. देन वी कैन प्रोड्यूस इट इन अ बल्की लेवल बना सकता है एंड कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव में बना सकता है एंड क्वांटिटी भी ज्यादा बना सकता है. It is very much required. Then the port location. Why it is say port? We have already discussed about the transportation cost. That is mainly iron is mostly transport in the land by railway or the roadways. Mostly it is being carried by the railways and the remaining is carried by the रोडवेज है, ये दोनों तरह से लेकर. If we look many of the local market here, you can see the lorries are coming and the trucks are coming and they are dumping the iron rods here, especially for the construction market. ऐसा है. But as we are discussing about iron and steel industry, we know India is one of the biggest producer of this iron and steel. Iron and steel का one of the biggest producer है. So in the world itself. So we want to export it, want to sell it to some other countries. ये जो ऐसा चीज है, this can't be carried by aeroplane. Aeroplane से लेके जाना मुश्किल है. So what we depend? We are depending on the ship. Ship is located in port area में है. तो जो सामने वाला port है, ये देखेगा. Luckily, most of our iron ore ऐसा है, it is near to the coastal area में झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़, ओडिशा, ये सब बोलने से we have multiple port there. अभी हुगली है, कोलकाता port है, नहीं है तो विशाखापट्टनम port है, we have. So उधर लेके easily we can transport it. So the location of the port is also another important factor. Then the government policies. Even in India right now, there is some monopoly in some other industries. कुछ industries के लिए ऐसा है, it will not be given to the private sector के लिए उतना ज़्यादा we don't give. Most of the investment is made by the government. एक restriction है. तो ऐसा वाला बहुत कुछ restrictions है. So that depends upon the government policies. Even mining the ore, iron ore, if we are controlling it, if we don't control it or we control it more, it should be optimum. ये सब ज़्यादा नहीं लेना है. We can explore it, but we can't exploit it. So government policy should be like that. So favorable government policies will also affect the location of the iron and steel industry. And last one, but one of the important one is the availability of labor. अभी इंटीरियर रीजन है तो उधर लेबर तो नहीं है, बाहर से लेके आना पड़ेगा. तो उन लोगों का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट, उन लोगों को स्टे करने के लिए अपना घर बनाना है, नहीं है तो कुछ फैसिलिटीज देना है, ये सब के लिए उसका तो इनिशियल कॉस्ट तो देना पड़ेगा. तो देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स दैट शुड बी कंसिडर्ड. तो लेबर अवेलेबिलिटी, इफ द लेबर्स आर लॉकली अवेलेबल, तो ऐसा है, they will preferably come to your industry. बाहर से लेके आने से सबसे अच्छा है those who are near to it. So these are some of the location factors which determines the location of the iron and steel industries. Yeah, both important है. Maybe it can be asked, what are the location factors which influence the iron and steel industries? Now we can look the condition of iron and steel industries in India. As I said, India is one of the leading producer or having the highest iron and steel industries है. उतना ज़्यादा production हमारे लिए है. We are in the second position. We have crossed Japan in 2019. It may vary sometimes, but right now we are in second position in steel production. India's crude steel production in 2018 is almost 106.5 million ton है. उतना ज़्यादा production we have made. And 2019 में sponge iron, तो जो प्रोडक्शन है उसका तो इंडिया में सबसे ज्यादा इसी एरिया इंडिया में है, वर्ल्ड में नंबर 1. द पर कैपिटा कंजम्पशन ऑफ द फिनिश्ड स्टील, हमारा विद इन द डोमेस्टिक एरिया we are also, our consumption is also increased. It is like that in 2014-15 it was only 60.8, but it was raised to 74.1 kg per individual है, per individual के लिए उतना ज़्यादा increase किया, almost 14 kg के ऊपर increase हुआ है. Why? If you look around Arunachal Pradesh, you can see how much of construction is happening. To the railways, how much of development is happening. For road construction, for dam construction. So many areas we are using this iron and steel. That's why within this short span, almost within 5 years, almost 14 kg per सोचना है, we are almost 140 crore population है India में, so population is also increasing. Along with that, per capita consumption of steel is also increasing. That much of demand, domestic demand is there. If you look at this statewide production, जो देखो सबसे ज्यादा iron and steel industries you can see in ओडिशा में है, क्योंकि यहाँ सामने आंध्र प्रदेश है, तो यहाँ विशाखापट्टनम है, they have the port, तो ये एरिया we know it clearly. ये जो एरिया है क्या है, this is the Chota Nagpur area or northeastern part of the peninsular area where we are getting maximum iron ore. So most of the countries, if you look, you can see it is at this area. 18,537,000 tons hai, that is being produced in Odisha. Second one, if you look, it is Jharkhand, 16,585, which is being followed by Chhattisgarh. So ये तीन स्टेट बोलेगा कितना है, how much their contribution is. Then we have Karnataka here and Maharashtra here. ये दोनों states है, which is being followed by Gujarat and then the West Bengal. So this is how maximum steel production is being distributed, because यहाँ एक है area है जहाँ पे ज्यादा Chota Nagpur region है जहाँ पे maximum iron ore you will get, and यहाँ Bellary region है कर्नाटका पे, यहाँ पे भी ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन है. चित्रदुर्गा ये सब रीजन यहाँ पे है where we can see maximum iron production, iron ore है. So we have maximum steel production also from these states. So when we say about the evolution of iron and steel industries in India, the first iron and steel industry was put up in Porto Nova in Tamil Nadu during 1830 पे था, but it was not a successful one. In 1874 again in Bombay there was a pig iron. Pig iron तो बीच में जो आता है वही है, तो pig iron production था in Bombay, that is known as the Bombay Iron Works. Again that was also not that much successful. तो दो बार इंडस्ट्री बनाने का शुरुआत किया है, बट दोनों फेल हो गया है. But the beginning of the iron and steel industry was in 1807, which was set up by Tisco plant at Jamshedpur. So कौन होगा? That is Tata Iron and Steel Company. Tisco, Jamshedpur, Tata. ये लोग बनाया है 1907 में सबसे the first real beginning of iron and steel industry in India. The second one was started by Iron and Steel Company ISCO in 1919 at Burnpur. which has been followed by Mysore Steel Work at Bhadravati. Now it is known as 𝐕𝐶𝐴 Iron and Steel Work in 1923. So 1907 में एक हो गया किसको, then इसको हो गया 1919 में, then 𝐕𝐶𝐴 Iron and Steel Work हो गया 1923 में. So these are the major iron and steel industry which is been started during the early 90s. Sorry, 90s. Then during the first 5-year plan, sorry, second 5-year plan, again 3 projects were started. So this was before independence. So after independence, we have given importance to iron and steel industry in the first 5-year plan as well. But in the second 5-year plan, 3 integrated projects were started. First one is Bhilai steel plant with the help of Russia, USSR technologies support se we have made it. Then second one is 𝗓𝗏𝗃 with the help of German assistance, and the third one is Durgapur with UK assistance. So ये हो गया second 5-year plan के time में. Third 5-year plan में we have the Bokaro steel plant in 1972. इसी टाइम में हो गया. तो 51 to 56, 56 to 71, 71 to अभी 72 में this Bokaro steel plant हो गया. That is the third 5-year plan. And the fourth 5-year plan, we have Salem Iron and Steel Plant in Tamil Nadu, Vizag Iron and Steel Plant in Andhra Pradesh, Vijayanagara Iron and Steel Plant in Karnataka. So ये हो गया South India में. South India में Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh में we have the iron and steel industries, Salem, Vizag and Vijayanagar. ये हो गया. And in 1973, the government of India ऐसा किया है, बहुत कुछ iron and steel industry हो गया है. For managing, for controlling all this, they have put the Steel Authority of India for managing. वो इसको तो control करने के लिए. So this is the evolution it is being from. We have tried in the 19th century में try किया था, but we have failed. But before independence, we made 3 important iron and steel industries, which include TISCO, ISCO, and 𝐕𝐶𝐴. And after independence, from the second 5-year plan itself, we have started making new iron and steel industry, because these are the backbones. And after making some of the iron and steel industry, government has decided to manage all these together. For that, they have started Steel Authority of India. इसका तो जो कंट्रोल करना है, इसका तो एक्सपोर्ट इंपोर्ट कंट्रोल करना है, बहुत चीज को कंट्रोल करने के लिए they have started that in 1973. But during 1990s, 1992, 93 में क्या हो गया? We have adopted globalization, liberalization, ये सब चीज को we have adopted. तो क्या हो गया? We lost the control over the power, over the economy नहीं, प्राइसिंग के ऊपर जो कंट्रोल था वो लॉस हो गया. सॉरी. देन क्या हो गया? उसके बाद the Union Cabinet has approved the National Steel Policy in 2017. It seeks to create a globally competitive steel in India. Competitive उतना अच्छा क्वालिटी स्टील बनाने के लिए किया है. And उसका domestic crude steel capacity should be increased to 300 million tons per annum by 2030-31 तक. इतना ज्यादा बनाने का प्लान भी वो लोग कर रहा है. And another Implementation is the addition of GST of 18% to steel, but there is no export duty to steel. वो ऐसा क्या export करने के लिए ठीक है, लेकिन within the country we have put 18% GST. So that is the evolutionary growth of the iron and steel industries. तो major landmark ही इधर बोला. Now we can look the major steel plants of India. So when we said we have gone through many important plants, and if you take, we have a lot of iron and steel industries in India. So today what we are going to discuss is some of the important steel plants. So first one, of course, it is TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company, Jamshedpur में. So started 1907 में था, but the production of pig iron started in 1901 and steel in 1912 में इसका तो शुरुआत किया है. Established by in 1907 है, and it is by Jamshedji Tata. That is why it is known as the Jamshedpur, and it is in Zingham district of Jharkhand region का Zingham district में है. So when we studied about iron ore, we have gone through this district, Zingham district के बारे में बोला था. The oldest, this is the oldest iron industry and steel industry of the India, and currently it is producing about 3 million tons of saleable steel. उतना ज़्यादा we have the production in TISCO. Then the second one is ISCO, Indian Iron and Steel Company है. It include कुल्ती, हीरापुर and बर्नपुर. ये तीन कंपनी था. इसको तो तीनों को मिला के they have started ISCO. It is in West Bengal. 3 plants established in 1864, 1908, 1936. पूरा मिला के इसमें हीरापुर में पिग आयरन है, कुल्ती में स्टील है, एंड बर्नपुर में जो आयरन रोलिंग, वो आयरन का शेप के बारे में बोला तो उसी टाइम रोलिंग बोला था ना, वो ऐसे, वो ये सब तीनों को मिला के दे हैव स्टार्टेड द ISCO. In July 1972, it was placed under the government control and management. And Kolkata Unsolved Railway line connect these 3 plants. ये तीनों, वो ऊपर जो बोला है, ये तीनों ISCO को कंट्रोल करने के लिए Kolkata Unsolved Railway. I said when we said about the location factor, transportation is one of the factor, and which is the inland transportation is mainly controlled by railways and the roadways. Then the 𝐕𝐭𝐴𝐻 Iron and Steel Plant, Bhadravati. So that is in Mysore, Karnataka region में है. Erstwhile state of Mysore, established in Mysore Iron and Steel Company in 1923 में इसका establishment किया है in the name of Mysore Iron and Steel Company. Later it has been changed to 𝐕𝐭𝐴𝐻 Iron and Steel Plant. Located in Karnataka district of Shimoga, bank of the Bhadravati. In 1972, the plant was taken by the government and renamed as 𝐕𝐭𝐴𝐻 Iron and Steel Limited. तो great engineer 𝐕𝐭𝐴𝐻 वो उसी का नाम से ये याद है. This steel plant has a capacity of 1.38 lakh tons. पहले तो 3 million था, ये तो 1.38 lakh tons इसका capacity है. And mainly, as this is a Indian government का है. So क्या, what is that? It is mainly used for defense industry के लिए जो production है, that is being provided by this 𝐕𝐭𝐴𝐻 Iron and Steel Plant से मिलता है. Then भिलाई Steel Plant. तो 1957 में भिलाई Steel Plant शुरू किया है. I said it is in the second 5-year plan. So 56 to 61 के टाइम में we have the भिलाई, रूरकेला and इसमें नहीं दिया है, दुर्गापुर भी उसी टाइम में बनाया है. So भिलाई Steel Plant 1957 established in Durg district of Chhattisgarh. Support from Soviet Union का support से ये जो बनाया है. The goal of constructing this plant was to bring prosperity to the community. It was first produced in, जो फर्स्ट प्रोडक्शन शुरू किया है 1959 में. कैपेसिटी है 10 lakh tons in the initial stage and has been increased to 52 lakh tons right now. Then Rourkela steel plant. The Hindustan Steel Limited plant in Rourkela, actually it is known as the Hindustan Steel Limited plant, located in Odisha, Sundargarh district. So Singham ke bare mein we have discussed Jamshedpur. Here it is Sundargarh district in the Odisha region. Established during the second 5-year plan and went operating during 1959. That is also in second 5-year plan. Supported by Germans. Then Bokaro steel plant. Again, this is also Soviet support है नहीं, ये तो Russian supportive steel plant था initial stage में, established in 1964 with the help of the former Soviet Union. So this is in the third 5-year plan के time में था. It was first produced in 1972 में इसका production शुरू किया है. Capability is 10 lakh and has been increased to 40 lakh tons. इसका increase किया है. Largest steel making center in India, specializing in production of rails. ये हो गया विश्वेश्वरैया हो गया आर्मी और डिफेंस पर्पस के लिए, एंड दिस इज बोकारो हो गया मेनली फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ रेलवे का जो रेलवे लाइन्स है ये बनाने के लिए मोस्टली दिस इज बीइंग यूज्ड. एंड सम अदर्स आर सेलम स्टील प्लांट इन तमिलनाडु, विशाखापट्टनम स्टील प्लांट इन आंध्र प्रदेश, विजयनगर स्टील प्लांट इन कर्नाटका, Durgapur steel plant in West Bengal. So these are some other major steel plants in India. So if you look at the location, mainly as I said, this is the area. So यहाँ विशाखापट्टनम port भी है, यहाँ भी कोलकाता port है, so they can carry it easily. This is the यहाँ से raw material उन लोगों को मिलेगा. तो mostly these are concentrated in this particular area. तो यहाँ सामने है सब कुछ, and they can transport. market भी यहाँ है, market भी सामने है. If you look, Tata cars, बहुत कुछ automotive industries also is located in these areas. Why? Because iron and steel industries is located at this area, and you can see the port as well. So that is why we can see a concentration at this place and again to this place. One is in Karnataka and another one is in Tamil Nadu. Many plant है अभी जो Hyundai का नहीं है तो Nissan का, you can see that in Tamil Nadu as well, क्योंकि उधर भी this steel is available. So this is how it is being distributed throughout the India. Iron and steel industries is being distributed in India. So there are some certain concerns in the growth of iron and steel industries. ये क्या चीज है? What are the concerns? So problem faced by the iron and steel industries in India. One is the shortage of raw material. We know India is one of the leading producer of iron and steel है, लेकिन raw material मिलने के लिए we know we have selected location है, and we have lot of demand from external export करने के लिए भी lot of demands है. So producing iron and steel within India makes some problem, and it requires not only requires iron ये steel बनाने के लिए iron, not only iron, but we need limestone, we need manganese, we need chromium. तो ऐसा बहुत कुछ चीज इसके साथ में चाहिए. So along with that coal भी चाहिए. So बहुत चीज इसके साथ चाहिए for producing the steel. So there may be sometimes the shortage of raw material. अभी भी right now we are in shortage of coal production के लिए we are in shortage अभी presently. So that will affect the production of the iron and steel. Then captive mines. Because of the old policies, क्या हो गया कि only certain companies has the right to have their mines. दूसरा जो industries है, they want to depend on this like टिस्को, इसको, ये कुछ कंपनी को ही इसका पावर है, अपना सा कंट्रोल में है ये पूरा माइन तो अदर्स कंपनीज शुड डिपेंड ऑन दैट. एंड द फ्लोट माइनिंग पॉलिसी सेम, ऐसा माइनिंग पॉलिसीज माइनिंग कंट्रोल, बहुत कुछ कंट्रोल है गवर्नमेंट में, इतना सा ही कर सकता है, इतना डीप में ही कर सकता है, इतना ज्यादा एक्सट्रैक्ट नहीं करना है, ऐसा बहुत कुछ पॉलिसीज है. दैट इज ऑन दिस वन साइड, इट इज एक्चुअली a restriction to the future, but for the producers it is an hindrance. Then depends on imported coking coal. So we have the coal, but as I said, we need coking coal, high grade coal which can be used in the blast furnace, वो वाला coal चाहिए. So this should be imported. We have the coal, but ये जो हाई क्वालिटी है ये तो इंपोर्ट करना ही होगा बहुत many times. So we are depending on the import also. Then the transportation issues also is there. Then low foreign direct investment. तो बाहर से इसके अंदर if you look, we said कुछ तो ऐसा रशियन स्पॉन्सर्ड होगा, कुछ जर्मन स्पॉन्सर्ड होगा, कुछ तो यूएसएसआर और यूके स्पॉन्सर्ड होगा, ऐसा मल्टीपल स्टेट से स्पॉन्सर्ड है, बाहर से स्पॉन्सर्ड है. दैट इज फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट है. लेकिन कंपेयर टू अदर कंट्रीज वी हैव लो फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट. गवर्नमेंट इसके ऊपर बहुत कुछ रेस्ट्रिक्शन दिया. Then relatively weak production efficiency, that is depends on the technology. So technologically we want to improve a lot, that also makes some hindrance. Then highly capital and technological intensive industry hai, same. The majority of the steel production is from public sector enterprises. So private ke liye captive mines and many mines is being under the control of public sector, गवर्नमेंट के नीचे है. सो प्राइवेट का कान बी इंटरफेयर टू मच, इसके अंदर इन्वेस्ट करना तो बहुत मुश्किल है. टाइम कंज्यूमिंग लैंड एंड एनवायरनमेंट अप्रूवल्स. तो ऐसा है, एक हमको एक जगह पे माइन दिखाया, आई फाइंड आउट अ माइन, but for getting permission to mine from that particular area I needs to go through many of the government departments उधर माइन करने के लिए. इवन वी वांट टू गो फॉर द एनवायरमेंटल डिपार्टमेंट टू गेट देयर कंसर्न. एनवायरमेंट ज्यादा पोल्यूशन नहीं होगा, एनवायरमेंट को इम्पैक्ट असेस करेगा, ये सब पढ़ के ही वी विल गेट द अप्रूवल. सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ प्रोसीजर्स. इट इज फॉर द सेक ऑफ अस, but on the other side it acts as an obstacle or the hindrance for newcomers. So these are some of the concerns in the iron and steel industries. So that's about India. Now we can go to the distribution of iron and steel industries of the world. So last 10 years में they have produced almost 10 million tons. 10 million tons of iron and steel. After the Second World War, we have reached this maximum 175 million tons production हो गया after Second World War. In 1992, it was 720 million tons crude steel was produced in the world, which again rise to 1,664 million tons in 2014 and 1,808 million tons in 2000. So slowly and steadily the production, crude steel production is increasing. Major countries include China, Japan, India, USA, South Korea, Russia, Germany, Turkey, Brazil, Italy, Iran, Taiwan. ऐसा बहुत कुछ almost everywhere you can see the distribution of steel. So important among them are China. China is the leading producer of the steel. Second one is India. Abhi. So in 2018, it produced about 928.3 million tons of crude steel. Around that is about 50% of the world output. So India, even though it is in the second position, we are near to only 10 to 20% के बीच में ही है. So maximum production is coming from China, especially in southern Manchuria, then northern China and lower Yangtze Valley region से they have the maximum. The third largest producer is the Japan, second one, contributing about only 7% of the world output. And what they want to depend on USA for getting the coking coal, that is their major constraint. The steel plants in Japan are largely concentrated in 5 zones. One is North Kyushu, then Osaka, Kobe region, then Tokyo, Yokohama region, then Muroran and Kamaishi regions. Yes, itna regions se they have the maximum production. Then United States of America, fourth largest producer. Why I am saying this? India is in the second position. That I skipped that because we have already discussed about India. Then United States of America is in the fourth position, covering 5% of the steel production. Massachusetts में है सबसे first iron and steel industry that has been established 1629. India it is 1907 में है. It is in 1629 से ही they have established. Pittsburgh, Youngstown region, Great Lake region, Mid Atlantic seaboard region, the southern region and the western region acts maximum. And this is being followed by multiple states. सबसे ज़्यादा है South Korea, Russia, Germany, Turkey, Brazil, etc. So these are the world distribution. सबसे ज़्यादा है China, followed by India, Japan, and USA. So if you look at the crude oil production between 1950s to 2021, so 90 only it is 189 million tons. But when it comes to 2021, it has reached to 19,000. So sorry, 1,951 million tons. उतना ज़्यादा production हो गया है. You will get almost all the years data from this table. And on the other side, if you look at the major steel producing countries, सबसे first में China आएगा, and it is almost 1,032.8, so 33 tonnage of production है. So second one comes in India, that is only 118.2. उतना कम है tonnage है production में. So China is the one and only, we can say, biggest producer of iron and steel. If you look at this picture, world wise देखने से पूरा 52.9, 53% almost is by China है. Then remaining India, Japan, ये सब countries है, पूरा मिला के ही इतना आता है. So these are some of the reference I am giving here. इसमें से you will get updated data. That's about iron and steel. इसमें I think I have almost covered all the regions. इसमें पूछने का best chance है ये location factor of iron and steel industry. कुछ doubt है? So this is the biggest part है, इसलिए तो ये पूरा एक class लेना पड़ा है. Next class में we can पेट्रोकेमिकल इंडस्ट्री भी है, देन कॉटन इंडस्ट्री भी है. I will try to take that together. वो करेगा because iron and steel industry is very important. इसी एरिया पे कुछ डाउट है? Okay then. Okay, we can stop the class.